You know, Senator John McCain was a frequent guest of ours over the years. You've probably seen a lot of tributes, but what stood out to me on his appearances with me over these many years was his sense of humor, his wit, because he was anything but dull.
That's as close as I'll ever be to a presidency, but anyway.
I feel a bit like Zsa Zsa Gabor's fifth husband.
Ted put his arm around me and said, "Pretty good job, didn't we?" 4 years ago, I had an airplane, all kinds of people around me. Now I got my bags. I got Group D on Southwest. Now that's what makes me mad.
Now you can finally board.
You get the middle seat. That's right. Let's make good use of these new methods of communicating, including Twittering, which I do all the time. Believe it or not, I have such a dull life. I watch you all the time. But
I guess that's a compliment. I'll run with it, Senator.
Twice in one day now.
It's a treat. For you.
Yeah, but it also means you can't get anybody else to come on your show. That must be the answer. Twice.
We've hit the bottom of the barrel.
Well, now you're scraping.
It is an honor, Senator.
Twice. Listen, everybody tune in at 1 a.m. I'm going to be back with
I'm really the one standing up to President Obama, and these people are essentially the lapdogs for President Obama, and I think they're sensitive about that.
Senator, lapdog, what do you think?
Well, one of my colleagues said today, he said, yes, McCain and Graham are are lapdogs, they're a couple of Doberman pinschers.
The GOP of old has grown stale and moss-covered. I don't think we need to name any names, do we?
I got to get that moss.
You know, it's interesting, though, Senator, in a race where they're very touchy about mentioning race as an issue, feminism as an issue, age is okay. What do you make of that?
I'm outraged. It should be never mentioned.
It's incredible that a politician of his stature, of his matureness and age, can be such a traitor to his own ideas. What do you think of that?
Well, thanks, Vicente, for bringing up my age.
All right, this will leave the debate hall tonight. It does involve Bob Schieffer, I guess, acting as a referee, moderator. Did it make a difference to you whether you were standing up or sitting down?
I would rather be standing up.
Really?
Yeah, because you're nervous, you know, and...
Say it directly to him.
Well, John, 10 days ago, you said that the fundamentals of the economy are sound. And
are you afraid I couldn't hear him? It doesn't matter that much, but I think Schieffer is an experience since he's my age.
Oh, we're calling it experience. All right, now, all right. Not old.
Octogenarian. He and I were together in the Spanish-American War. Did the French believe that we could beat the British when they helped us in our Revolutionary War? Did we?
Well, you were there, did they? I mean,
it was actually the Spanish-American where I got my start. I have never seen anything as disgraceful and outrageous and despicable as the last demonstration that just took place about, you know, you're going to have to shut up or I'm going to have you arrested. Get out of here, you low-life scum. Well, Neil, what they always do, or quite often, is they come and then they stand up and they yell, and they are taken from the hearing room. That's a standard practice of this outfit. But never have I seen them physically run up to him and literally threaten him physically, dangling handcuffs over his head.
Do you have any regrets about how blunt you were, you know, calling him scum and all that? Any regrets at all?
No, because they are that. Nice to see you again, Neil, and I'm glad to see you brought your son.
Yes, indeed. He's a big fan.
Marvelously like his mother.
That's fine. That's fine. A little hurtful.
I did see that you were not judged as the sexiest man alive as Kim Jong-un was. But you know, you and he look so much alike. You look like separated at birth. This could be a very tough interview, Senator, and now you've assured it. By the way, I thought you were the sexiest man alive. If I were running, and thank God I'm not, if I were running, I would say, look, those questions deserve to be answered. How do you do these things that you say in such broad brush terms?
I think that part of you itches to be heard. I think that's the part of you that wants to be at that debate.
Well, you know the old story about the horse that used to draw the milk wagon that showed up out of retirement ready to, ready to pull the wagon again. There's one on this one that is for irritable bowel research. If this healthcare thing continues for too long, I may support the first earmark in my life.
Careful, careful. This is the early bird special time for a lot of folks, Senator.
By the way, that jacket that Judge Napolitano was wearing, is that a violation of the Endangered Species Act? I say we've reached an agreement. The approval ratings would go from, it's now, what, 10, 11%, just below journalists of all things. Of all things, God. I feel like I've been the most fortunate man that I've ever heard of. I went through such a great deal of experiences then, and I've been able to serve the country nonstop since. I've been the nominee of the Republican Party. You know, it always intrigues me a little bit, Neil, when they say that McCain is angry. Look, I get angry when I see injustice. I get angry when I see things like this pork that I hope we're going to talk about. But look, I am so happy to be in the arena, and I'm so happy to be able to serve. I can't tell you how grateful I am to been able to serve this country, and maybe not always the best, but I sure have tried and enjoyed every minute of it.